There we go. Now it seems to be working. Hey everybody, this is Full Nova Zero. This is the GRS, Ryan. And today I'm going to be playing some Torchlight II with special guest Misa, who is actually she's sort of our new writer on the site. She's made exactly one article. So
one. Well, I have another one in the making. It's going to be.
You should carry on to the
when I finally finish it.
Yeah. You have a new quest.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is Torchlight 2, and I haven't played any of it yet. I have a really low-level character. He's exactly level 1, and my audio is really loud right now. I kind of want to. There we go. I have to get it almost near 0 to get it to so that I can actually hear myself think. But cool. Yeah, let's get going.
Okay. So I guess we go talk to this dude.
I already talked to him.
Damn it! Alright, well then I talked to him.
I've played my share of Diablo games, so I think I know what I'm doing.
Ah! Kill them!
I heard that this game is in no way superior to Diablo in terms of story, but that's a really
that's
a really
agree.
small step to get above. So I'm not gonna.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's your typical, like, okay, you're gonna go through 3 acts to go kill some super boss who's doing things nobody likes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, in some ways I'm almost disappointed because it's a little too much like Diablo 3 because, you know, the beginning starts, oh shit, town got destroyed. Okay, so let's go wander through some rainy-ish, I don't know, forest thing. And then the second act, let's go wander through a desert.
Already level 2. There's a purple? Oh no, it's a golden key. Okay.
Oh yes. Golden keys are very hard to find. And they open chests that may or may not be worth it.
Well, that didn't seem too hard to find. I got that almost right out of the beginning.
Yeah, you seem to get a few in the beginning quite easily, and then you get to go open a few chests, and then
do you get to buy them? Do you get to buy them with real money?
I do not believe so.
That wouldn't surprise me.
You know, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know.
That would be like the Team Fortress 2 model of, you know, they give you those, those chest things that you can't open it. It's like, oh my gosh, I really want to know what's inside this thing, so I'll pay you like $2 to find out. And it turns out it's like a, you know, the weapon that you got like 3 times already.
I know. So remember when the whole, like when they started doing supply crates and all that stuff.
I'm already level 3. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you level up pretty quickly in this game. Which is good and bad.
Well, let's see.
I found a golden chest, I think.
Well, hold on. I got the big guy over here I really need some help with. And we got a lot of loot I have to grab, so hold on. Sap, unidentified bow. And this is a really big guy over here.
Okay, so this is one thing that I very much love about Torchlight.
Okay, we already beat him. Alright, fair enough.
Is that, there's never any end to the action. So like, you know, like, one of the most annoying things about Diablo is the whole, like, crap, I'm full of stuff, I need to go back to town. You know, town port. This game, you say, hello pet, take all my stuff to town and sell it.
Oh yeah, and that was one of my favorite parts about the original game was having a pet. I can zoom in a little bit. Oh no, I can zoom in quite a bit.
No, you can zoom in all the way, and it's great because when you get stuff, like I just got a hood,
yeah.
So now you can actually see that you have a hood or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I really like that. And then when you start enchanting items, you know,
what are you wearing? What is this outfit?
I don't know. I know. Look at my boobs. Like,
you have like straps on your boobs?
I don't know. It came like that.
Wow, this is very.
I didn't really
provocative
choose it that
here.
way. I know.
Yeah. Anyway, my pet is this adorable little dog, who I named Ein, and which I always name my dogs Ein, but I think this one's the closest looking Ein I've ever had, as far as like.
No, you have to have a corgi. You can't claim.
He's not a corgi, but he's close. I actually forget what type of dog this is.
Okay, so have you gone and talked to this guy and gotten your reward yet?
Is this part of the first quest?
Ooh, reward. Yeah, I guess so. All I know is that if there's a question mark over someone's head, you go click on it.
I really don't want to. I wanted to play with ranged weapons, but I haven't gotten any yet.
Well, this is kind of a really short segment, and then we're gonna get to town, and then you can buy stuff.
Okay, now I've got a crude cannon, which looks ridiculous.
The
but,
cannons are huge!
yeah. This is like the
Well, it's over
Serious Sam cannon that he holds. Although Serious Sam's a little more badass because I think he holds it with one hand, but it's definitely what that reminds me of. Okay, so this is a new area. And I have 2 unspent skill points as well, and 10 unspent stat points. And this game is just off the charts with how much stuff you can do.
Well, you kind of start quickly. It seems like you level up really quickly at first. And then you also, what's kind of nice is you will also get skill points for the amount of fame you get. So it's not just strictly based on the level, it's based, somewhat on the things you do. So once you get enough fame, you get. So a lot of times after you go and kill a big monster, complete a quest, you'll also have a skill point to use.
Alright, so
another thing I like about it is like the skill tree is pretty. Like with Diablo, a lot of times you're like, oh, I really want this skill, but look at all the look how much you have to do to get there.
Yeah.
And this one, I feel like it's less of a nail biter in terms of I don't know where to go. It seems for the most part you can just pick 4 or 5 skills and just stick with them.
Well, the thing about Diablo 3 was that, and not Diablo 2 is a whole different animal, really, because you really couldn't even spend your skill points in the beginning of the game. But Diablo 3 was more like, you know what, well, I don't really like this skill, so I'm going to try this other skill, and it's like, you're in the middle of the fight, and it's like, this skill isn't really working, I'm going to go over this other one. It was basically just like, do whatever the hell you want. It didn't really care. But at the same time, I kind of missed that idea of I have this one particular character who's really good at doing this, and that took me a long time to get up to that point. And
well, I think it takes the strategy away from the game too, because a lot of with Diablo 2, you can't just be broad. You need to really focus your skill level in order to do well in the end of the game. And so I feel like that's lost, and in some way. It takes kind of the professionalism, I guess, out because you don't have to worry about it as much.
Alright, well I think I'm gonna stick to my guns here and just do more of a melee type of character. I did want to do a range character, but I think I chose the wrong class for that. So let's do... I didn't know. I thought engineer implied that I would be doing a more of a melee class.
Don't you use guns, though?
That's what I thought on engineer, but he seems to be his skills are way more oriented toward melee stuff, so I'll just stick with that. +4 physical damage, that's good. This is 32. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this huge mallet. Put that in there. I've got 2 empty sockets, but I don't really have anything to do with yet. So
that's another thing I like about this game. When you do get stuff, soccer ball items, for the most part, there's no point in hoarding them. Use them as you get them, kind of thing.
You mean the actual sockets themselves, or
the socketable items?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then I forget how to. I think you hold down Shift and you click on stuff. Yeah, that's how you sell stuff. Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna make.
All right, are you still in town?
Yeah, I'm selling some
here's
stuff.
A shared stash versus a personal stash. I like that idea.
Yeah. So the shared stash, I believe, goes across all characters.
Yeah. Oh, I was even thinking it might be like a team share stash, but I think that might make more sense. What you're saying. Oh, I'm not playing FTL right now. That was a total. I need to pay attention to what we have the stream labeled
what
as.
What did you label this as? And then you get to go target the target dummy. Ooh, we should do some fishing. You always gotta do fishing.
Fishing was such a... I don't know, it was just kind of a mixed bag, I guess. You really only got those skins, right, for fishing?
I don't think you get anything. I wish they would make it kind of
something.
you get a rare fish or something. Like there's a point to it in a way, other than just being like, oh, I'll change my pet into something to follow me around for 5 minutes.
So if I remember right, you have to wait until the one circle gets inside the other circle.
It turns red, or pink, or whatever.
It turns a different color. Okay.
You hate when it tricks you.
Yeah, this one's especially bad. Here we go. It kept like getting so close in, and then it would be like, no, it's going back out. I got a tunnel shark. I don't know what that does. Let's see what that does.
But what's great is that in various sections of the world, there will
Turn
be.
into a mole beast.
I don't even know what they are. I'm just like, sure, I'll turn my pet into that for a while. There you go.
Huh. Yeah, he looks like.
Just have to remember,
sort of a
don't
golem
use
or
the
something.
giant fish unless you want your pet to be that forever.
Wait, so what do you have to do?
Oh, so if you get a giant fish
Mm-hmm.
and you give it to your pet, they will be that creature forever.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Yeah, so you don't get giant fish till later.
I want my cute puppy. For the most part.
Alright, currently I haven't
Can't go
activated
that
the next quest. So I can't go anywhere. Let's go talk to the dude.
Oh, that kind of throws me off. The question mark in other games has typically been like completed quests or something. But maybe
Well, they
I've just
changed color if they're completed.
I think I've
or
been playing
not.
too much Borderlands 2. That's probably why.
Yeah, so it is a little confusing. And then, I don't know, for the most part, what I don't like about it in some ways is like, okay, here's your quest. You go to the next section, you start, you know, killing things. And there's always a star to like exactly where you need to go. It's not like in Diablo where you kind of have to wander and be like, is it this cave? Should I go in this one?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, I finally found the place I need to be. And this one's, it's pretty much like, go straight there. And you'll get to where you need to go.
So do you like that, or
Well, I think it kind of defeats the purpose of having a world to like wander around in. I mean, you
Right.
can to help level. I find that that's not really something you need to worry about very often, like leveling.
yeah.
Even because when I play with my husband, we'll be underleveled and we don't really have a problem. I mean, yeah, sometimes you'll die, but yeah, you just pay money and come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like the death. You know, I haven't really experienced death yet to show it, I guess, but it's the same as the last game, from what I understand. And you just can pay a little bit of money to get spawned at the beginning of a dungeon. You can pay like a really, I think you can pay like a lot more money to spawn where you died, like exactly where you died, and then you, for free, you can just spawn back at the town. But it's not really a huge problem. I don't know if maybe your armor goes down in quality or something.
No, it's just the payment. I believe that's one thing that affects you. So yeah, if you spawn in town, it's free, but then you have to like, find your way back. And when you're co-oping, that's really annoying because you're like, sorry, I guess you have to kill things by yourselves until I get there. So generally, when I'm co-oping, I'll end up paying like a ridiculous amount of money to spawn right away. And I get annoyed about it.
Yeah. Well, Torchlight originally was, just a single-player game, so maybe that dynamic didn't really transfer over very well.
Well, in some ways, I feel like Torchlight 2 is just kind of the original Torchlight, take two, because I don't see much difference in it, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I very much enjoyed the first game. I mean, I guess it's nice in the sense that you're not just descending through levels and levels of, a cave, or a mine or whatever it was. You're actually going through a world.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely it shares a lot of similarities between like the transition from Diablo 1 to Diablo 2, which was I don't know if you played the first Diablo, but that was all that was. Is you started at the beginning of you started at the very top, and then you just worked your way down through one dungeon. But I think there were like 15 levels in total, which made it a pretty long game. Well, it wasn't really that long, I guess, compared to Diablo 2, but Diablo 2, it's like you're actually going across all these worlds, and you're going into void areas, and across the deserts and all these crazy places, and so it definitely felt a little more epic. And I think this game definitely, at least what I've heard so far, is that it's basically about as big as Diablo 2 was. So I kind of like that that's what they did. Diablo had, the original Diablo had more of a, I think it did have co-op, but it had more of a single-player vibe to it, I think.
Yeah.
Also.
I just remember I used to watch my brother play it a lot, and you should just like mimic the butcher chasing you around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy.
Meat, like.
Yeah.
So he's so scared by that.
I feel bad that I'm not actually reading these quests.
It's mostly like, oh, I lost something in this pit, and there's too many monsters. Can you go? It's kind of the gist of it every time. Or like, oh, my friend went in there and hasn't come out. Can you see if they're dead?
Another golden key.
Oh, it's pretty sweet.
Oh, here's a chest over here. Oh, we missed it.
I think it's just a full chest.
Is it just a regular chest or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it anyway.
I think the golden chests are like, they say golden chest.
Oh, that had a lot of stuff in it.
I can't get down there. How the hell did you get down?
It's like, oh, it like locked me out.
Oh, you see you have like a little
Yeah.
mission down there.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
man.
like the arena right now.
Oh, but it's great because I
Fight for
can
my
just
life.
tell my pet to go get things for me.
Steal my
If
loot
you
down
can,
here.
if you hit shift and just like click on things, your pet will go do it for you.
Oh, that's pretty cool. don't even
I know.
think need
It's like
to
the
do
best
that.
thing about this game is my pet will.
Yeah, the pet's definitely the
Be
best
my
part.
minion. And then it goes into the pet inventory, which sometimes is annoying because you forget about it. Like, oh, I need to go check to see if I want those things.
Alright, so where are we going now? It looks like we're going into this little dungeon right here.
Yes. Into the corrupted crypt. Oh, I leveled up at some point.
Does it let you be in a different instance than me? At any point in time?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, well we just spawned in the same place, because I was hoping almost that they would actually let you be like, you know, I could be in one dungeon, you could be in another.
I know that, like,
I've never seen a game
you know,
actually do
if,
that.
if, you know, I were to die and then I would choose to spawn in the
Pretty
town,
level 5.
I would have to make my way back, and it wouldn't just like, and it would let you stay here and do things.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have that at least. Because we were like doing this mission, and I thought that because I died in it, that I would fail it and have to redo it. And my husband continued to play, and then he beat it, and then I completed the quest. I was like, sweet! I think there's some option too where you can turn off finding items that aren't magical.
Oh, really? So you don't pick up the commons?
Yeah, you can. There's an option for that.
Is there also an auto loot? Because auto loot is probably one of my favorite options in these types of games.
Well, I mean, I believe if you walk over gold, it's the same. It'll pick it up automatically.
Yeah,
but
gold
other than
seems to work
that, I
pretty
don't
well.
believe it picks up anything else automatically.
I don't think the first game let you auto pick up gold though, so that's already a major improvement over that.
I remember you couldn't even do that in the original. Well, I mean, that was something changed to Diablo III as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what MMO or whatever you know made that decision, but that was a choice
And I was
decision.
like, thank you so much. So tired of having to click on gold all the time.
I mean, it's very, you know, it comes in these clumps of like 4 or 5 to begin with, so it's not really something I have to click on all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's pretty fast-paced. And
I feel
very
like
much
I probably would re-roll on this game already. Maybe not for this playthrough, but definitely for a new character, because I don't know.
You're not digging engineer?
Engineer so far, not really digging it. I think I probably should have tried that middle class though, that one that had the. I wanted to get a feel for the game first, but
The Outlander, I think, is really
Yeah.
good to start with.
this
Because you
one,
do get to do ranged attacks.
Oh, okay, that's probably what I want to go for then.
It's not too late.
Well,
You're only like level 4.
no, I'll wait on this one because I'll probably want to have the engineer character anyway. I usually like to play around with all the different classes and stuff
Yeah.
in most of these games. Even if I don't, you know, I'll end up picking one class that I really, really enjoy.
Must destroy all the urns. It's also nice. I love that your pets can learn spells as you find them. I found this one spell where your pet will like give off a little burst of energy and it like destroys breakable items.
Yeah,
Like, yes, I don't have to go break urns anymore. Pet just like hovers over them. And they
so
break.
they just automatically destroy all that stuff.
Yeah, it
That's
seems
pretty
like when
cool.
you teach your pet a spell, they just kind of do it at random. When
Yeah,
like
that's
they do it regularly, I guess. So you can like kind of count it. You can kind of count on it happening regularly.
that's probably typical in most games.
I have skill points to use.
Did I get any sweet loot that I need to equip? Looks Looks like
I know that's the thing. Like you get so much loot. I really appreciate it in a way. Cause, like the thing I started really hating about Diablo 3 was as I opened up the auction house. You know, it's like you had to go buy better equipment if you wanted to do well. And in this game, you know, you find things that are awesome all the time. And so you're not necessarily looking. You never have to buy anything. Like I haven't bought a single item.
Well, that's you know, buying things in most of these games has always been kind of a joke to me.
I know it's
I'll
like
just sell everything.
Something good. It's not like ridiculously overpriced.
And you know, I have played with a lot of people who, you know, I'll just kind of, they won't be named, but they're definitely noobs at this genre of game, and they'll save up all the, you know, all the items that they can really become attached to, and it's like, there's no reason to become attached to it at all, because you're gonna get like 3 better things in like 5 minutes. So
yeah, I'm a total like cheap in these kinds of games. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pay that. Well, I'm sure I can find something.
The thing that really annoys me is when people, yeah, I've done it a few times on occasion, but we'll be questing and looting, and then it's like every 5 minutes they have to check out their inventory and see like how much better a certain weapon is, and it's like it just slows down the pace of the game by so much.
Yeah, I'm more of like, when you go to town, you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you don't get to go to town as often in this game, so because you don't need
it's
to.
fine to take a little break once in a while and check out your inventory.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's like, oh, my inventory's full. Maybe I should look at it. Because I sent my pet to go sell things. Okay, here's the big dude that we have to kill.
Got him.
Die!
I'm gonna run out of mana really fast though. There we go, already got a
okay, I got the
achievement.
scroll. Make sure you pick up the scroll. Twice I like didn't pick up the item you're supposed to go down and get, and I was like, I didn't complete the quest. What the hell?
Now, is this a shared loot type of game, or is it more of you know, like you get a certain loot and the other guy gets certain
I believe
loot?
so. I believe you get like the same amount of loot, but the loot is different.
Okay, so it is like Diablo 3 in that sense.
Yeah. So like, you know, yeah, there's tons of gold.
You don't have to worry about stealing somebody else's item or anything. I kind of like that, actually. I know a lot of people don't really like that.
One caveat to it is that when you want to give someone an item, like, oh, hey, I found this staff you'll probably want, you can't just drop it. You have to open trade, which is not very hard to do, but it's, you know, it's not just like, oh, I'll drop it here for you. So.
I've heard some pretty good suggestions on that before, though. Like, some people, they're like me, and it's like, I don't really want to deal with the, you know, like figuring out who's getting what item, but on other runs where it's like you're questing really just for that one particular item. In that case, I think it's kind of cool just to take a little roll or something and then figure out like who's actually getting it.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly like when my husband and I play, I have my Outlander, so I really like guns, and well, I like too because you can have 2 loadouts. You can have secondary weapons or whatever. So I always have a bow and one, and then dual pistols, and then he played the mage. So what, you know, it's just like, oh, I found a staff with major damage per second. Do you want it? Yeah. So we don't trade very often. It's just when you see something good.
I'm liking this so far, though. I mean, it's pretty much your typical hack and slash type of game.
Yeah. I think the first time I played it, I was kind of like, and then the second time I played it, I just couldn't stop. I was just like, this is awesome. I'm really addicted. I want to finish this.
So that was probably the same experience I had with the original Torchlight, just because that game, like, I really wasn't digging the fact that it was pretty much just the Diablo clone at first, and then I just kind of spent a little bit of time with it, and then all of a sudden it really clicked. And you know, it's just pure Diablo, you know, action RPG gameplay. So it's not really much to complain about.
In a way, it's like, I don't care that it's like Diablo. I mean, I love Diablo.
Oh yeah, I don't.
So whatever.
Really faults them on that. The big
yeah,
debate,
I think that's something people complain about. Is like, oh, it's just Diablo. I mean, why would you play it if you play Diablo? Well, it has its own quality, and I really think it takes itself less seriously, which I enjoy as well.
Oh wow.
Ooh, ice ember. I don't have anything to put it in though.
I got some trinkets and stuff here. I don't know where they go, so I'm just gonna try them out.
Yeah. Ooh.
Poison damage on my mallet. See how that goes.
Sell some things soon.
Oh, I'm gonna do a little pet run here.
Oh, it's great about the pet as well, which I do not believe was there in the first game, is that it will go shopping for you.
Oh,
so there's a
okay.
shopping list tab, and I love it because I run out of identifying scrolls all the time. So you just say, send to go sell things, and then it'll come back with potions.
The shopping list. Oh man,
whatever
that's really cool.
I know,
So
I'm just like, this is amazing.
So we'll start with this, and I can say get 58. Oh wow. Oh no, one is 58.
It's a,
okay, I was really
it's a little
confused
confusing,
there.
yeah, because it's, yeah, it tells you how much it costs, but then you're like, wait, I don't want 58. And then, oh, okay, I get it.
Okay, so that's on the shopping list. Consumables inventory, and I think I saw this earlier where there was just a general like sell button. But maybe I was seeing
I think
things.
when you go to a vendor and you just want to sell everything, I believe there's a button that's just like sell all.
Oh, okay, that's probably what I was seeing then.
And what I love about it, regardless of how far out you are, it always takes, like, the longest it ever takes your pet to do anything is 2 minutes. I think it's great.
Yeah, so that was even 30 seconds, but basically I just need to wait for my pet to go and sell all that crap that was in my inventory, and then come back, give me the money, and apparently it's going to bring me back some potions too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, as far as like Diablo 3 is concerned, though, I think the big question everybody's going to ask is, does Torchlight 2, is that a better deal? Like, is that a better like end game? And that I don't know about the end game, but I don't know. What do you think about so far as like just pure Diablo 3 versus Torchlight 2?
Well, let's see. How much? Torchlight's only $20, right?
Yeah, only 20. I mean, essentially for the same price, you get 4 copies of this game if you're to get a 4-pack.
Right. Okay. In terms of game for your money, I think Torchlight 2, yes, like, especially with the co-op factor into it now. $20 to, because the campaign is slightly longer than the first one. I mean, it's not going to be as long as Diablo 3, but it's still a decently long campaign. Like, it'll take a couple sittings to get through it. Yeah, and the price, I think, is right on the mark in a lot of ways. As far as, like, the end, I haven't actually played it through the end, so I don't know how much, like, the climax of the ending is, like, how satisfying it is in comparison. So... But
yeah.
If I had to make the choice between, do I buy Diablo 3 this year or do I go for Torchlight 2, I would say Torchlight 2.
Yeah, I think that's probably... I mean, I haven't really played it much. This is my first real playthrough, other than what I did. I kind of dinked around in the beta for a little while, but this is my first real taste of it. But yeah, I think I'd probably go along the same lines.
With Diablo 3, I felt like there wasn't as much of a plot there. It's like, well, you killed Diablo, so I guess we gotta go take care of these other fools. And then, oh god, she's possessed, kind of thing.
Yeah, it was so predictable too. It was just your basic Diablo, or I should say Blizzard plot point from the last 2 games or so I've played. So,
yeah. And instead of going through hell, you have to go through heaven. Like, I don't know.
I actually kind of like that. I thought that was a good surprise. I wasn't
I guess
expecting
that was one thing I wasn't expecting. Like, what? I get to go battle through heaven? Cool. Like,
yeah, and then heaven's all, it's messed up.
Yeah, it's like warped and corrupted.
I actually kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ending. I actually did not enjoy the end Diablo battle that much.
Oh, not really.
I was a little disappointed by that, but. Most of the boss battles were actually not too bad. I think the one before that too was a little disappointing, but the reappearance of the butcher on the first act. That was probably one.
Oh my
that was
gosh!
probably
And
the
then
most
when he
memorable
said
one.
fresh meat, I was so tickled.
Yeah, that was cool to see him again.
It was weird because like I co-opted it, and it was kind of funny because for whatever reason, only one of the three of us could hear him say that, and then we we replayed through it on Hell and Nightmare or whatever, and so it seemed like every time we'd go battle him, the next person would actually hear him say it. I was like, oh, I got to hear it this time. I don't understand why it was doing that, but
no, I can't use this.
oh, I have to activate this quest.
Or do I get all three of those things?
All right,
this is the quest accepted. That's a little confusing. So when you're looking at the accept quest part, like it shows you what items you're gonna get. I guess I see where that's really cool, but at the same time I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm gonna get this item, right? And then it's like, no, you gotta like actually finish the quest.
Yeah,
so
I was confused by that.
There's probably a little bit of a learning curve on most of this stuff in here. This is level 8 through 10. What level am I right now?
I don't know.
7.
I need to use my skill points though.
Yeah,
I think we need to make it a little more obvious when you level up, like
I don't think it's too
ding
bad.
bar over your head or something.
Well, the problem right now is probably that you're leveling so much. It's like you don't even really notice. And it's like, oh, I'm level 7 already. I think I probably didn't notice at least one time where we leveled.
Okay. I think I'm blind to it. Just like hack
Where's
slash
our
kill.
Stream? Oh, here it goes. Okay. Looks like we lost the stream for a second. So right now I'm just pumping points into strength and vitality. I don't think I should be putting anything into dexterity that I'm aware of.
No, it actually looked this up when we first started.
Yeah.
On how to use the stat, and it seems like you just kind of build your two main.
I mean, that's how it is in most of these games, so I figured that would wouldn't be too much different. But they do give you a really good idea of what these things do, which I really like. Which they show you right off the bat, like crit and damage is going to be 2% for the current one I have, and my weapon damage is going to be 54 to 100 at my current level. So I think that's a really cool feature that they have right on the side there.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that the way Diablo 3 was kind of calculating your DPS was really, because you like it's like, oh, this one's better, and I was kind of like, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I have to.
Because it seems a little more straightforward.
Yeah. Well, this one's a little more. It makes you. Oh, my health is low. Oh, no, I'm dead.
Rat-row!
That wasn't good.
Apparently, I got an achievement when you died.
Oh, we're right at the entrance, so I might as well do that.
Yeah. Oh, there's this purple dude, that's why they're hard to kill.
Well, I also wasn't paying attention to my health, so it went down really
Sometimes
fast.
It's annoying how fast your health will go. You're like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah. I think this game might have this, but I would really like to make my health orbs a little bit bigger, just a little bit, so you notice them a little better. My fame increased, that's good. Whatever that does.
Yeah, I don't really know. Other than, like, you get skill points out of it when you get enough fame.
Oh, that's right, the last game had that too. Yeah, it was really just another thing to level up. Wasn't really anything in particular. There's a lot of things right here.
No, I'm out of mana. Lever. Oh, okay. Apparently that unlocks a chest.
There's like, I mean, besides the one time that I died just now, there doesn't seem to be too much difficult about what we're doing right now.
No.
I almost feel like the veteran status probably would be the way to go. Oh, you should come back. There's a bunch of guys that just spawned here.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Skeletal Slayer.
It looks really menacing.
Well, I do remember,
really
like,
menacing.
towards the end, it does get harder.
Have you beat through all of this already at this point?
Yeah, so I'm in X3 with my highest level character. think I'm really close to beating the game. I have to go find some like power source to open a door, and then behind the door is the bad guy, I imagine. So the storyline ties into the original game because like the alchemist basically has become possessed by some dark power.
Oh, and that was one of the characters from the first game?
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, so he's basically become bad, not inherently by some outside force. And and then what he's doing is he's corrupting these like elemental beings, and so you have to go free them from the corruption. And that's kind of like how the acts go.
And I guess you meet up with the original characters of the first game?
Yeah, I believe so. So the opening movie shows them, and then I think you meet up with them later. I mean, I haven't met up with them yet, so...
I had heard that they make appearances, so maybe they're not quite as involved as Borderlands 2 was with the original characters.
Very much enjoyed. Although I've been playing Asara, and like I want to like absorb some Meridian. What the hell?
Oh, we have mysterious wand. I got an orange on that.
What's nice is that when you level up, it will automatically identify your items. So you don't always have to...
so you don't even have to keep clicking on them?
Do you need to I mean, it depends on how close you are leveling up, if you decide to do so.
Is there any identify scrolls I have to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can send your pet to town to get some. I find I run out of those the most.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
There's no Deckard cane to identify those items for you.
Well, that was never really needed, in my opinion, if you have it.
It was just convenient.
To do it. Yeah, doing it right in town.
Yeah, so I think it's nice that it will automatically do it when you level up.
I do need some more skills, though, because right now this is kind of boring, which is the right and or left and right click. I don't really have anything else other than that.
Ooh. Something interesting.
Some guys down here. These sets are really good, though. You know, one thing I've noticed about people who, you know, they do have some light criticism about this game, or the ones who are basically the naysayers, I guess. You know, they're like, I'm not gonna get that game. Really, what I notice they complain about the most is the art style, which
I love
I've never really been. I've never really understood that. Because personally, I feel like a lot of them end up, you know, they're usually big WoW people, and I felt like WoW had a very similar, maybe a little more detailed, but it had a very similar kind of style to it. It's not quite as cel-shaded, but it's definitely got sort of a cartoony look to it. And this game definitely has like that cartoony, cel-shaded kind of look, even though it's, you know, it's. I don't know. I like it being kind of colorful, even though it's sort of a bleak setting. Oh, Torchlight II has crashed for me, so that was not very good.
Uh-oh. I didn't do it.
Alright, well, I apologize for that. Let me, how long are we running on this, by the way?
While you were gone.
Oh, we haven't been playing too long. Okay. Let me see if I can
well, you're like awkwardly standing in a corner. Oh, now you're not there anymore.
Well, it's your game I was joining before anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing I like about this program that I'm using is it's really easy to get things loaded back up. It doesn't, you know, previous recording software I had to basically make sure that I was constantly in the same game and running, and I was always afraid if it ever went down for me. Okay, let's see here. Resume on the internet.
So I went back to town.
Nobody look at my password, please. You can laugh at my stupid jokes, though. Oh, it's Waffle. Is that right?
Waffle is the name of the game, yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't like that you need to actually click on. Oh, and they limit your refresh amount. That's great. think I got the wrong password. What was the password again?
I'm gonna send it to you on Steam.
Sure.
Because we use it pretty generically.
Oh, there we
So I
go.
don't want everyone to know, and then come popping in our games.
Is that what you? Is that your bank account password or something? Okay.
Yeah, totally. My PIN number is associated with that. Crap! Why did I say that? One thing to mention too is they do have the buyback option, which I'm seeing is very common in games lately.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's also very convenient because you're like, oh, I didn't mean to. So I do appreciate that a lot.
Okay, now how do I get back to you instantly? Is there any idea on how to do that?
Oh, I
you're
made a
already here.
waypoint.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back to scan so that it would be easy.
Okay.
And there's
Oh, that's
the
nice.
waypoint to go back to our dungeon. Oh, I leveled up. Oh, man, I'm terrible at this. You're not noticing this.
And I realized that when I was thinking about it, I think Diablo had the same idea where you could actually teleport back to town really easily and be in separate dungeons and stuff. Maybe I'm just thinking of some other more graphically intense games where you couldn't do that.
No. Nothing's coming to mind. But then again, we do play a lot of video games.
Yeah, I mean, Borderlands 2 is the one I'm kind of thinking of right now, where you need to all be in the same area.
Yeah. I do get very annoyed by the, like, travel has been cancelled because so-and-so's in a menu.
Yeah.
Get out of 10 menu!
Yeah, we had a fun time remembering the old Halo 2 days when we used to do LAN parties with it. What we would do is, we'd have like 8 people playing at once, and so you'd start to do a game, and I think it was like a 5-second countdown or even a 10-second countdown. It was like ridiculously long for a countdown to start the game, and anybody in the party could easily shut that off by just clicking the X button. So it was like really easy to like cancel it out, and so you get like 7 seconds in, and like some asshole would press the X button, and then it would like cancel it out, and like one player has canceled the time, the countdown, and then so like,
oh jeez.
At first we'd be doing it, somebody would do it just just for fun, so it was kind of funny. We'd all laugh, and then 3 more times, and then we'd all be getting really pissed off. And, it'd be like, okay, who's doing it? Stop doing that.
Stop it!
So then, like, 10 more times would go by, and so we've seriously wasted, like, 5 minutes already, and it would start to get funny again, because we were all like, okay, we're still doing this, and we're all, like, cracking up. And then, like, another, like, I don't know, another 20 times, and then we'd start to get really angry again. And
then you rage quit.
No, and then like another like 20 times, and I would start laughing my ass off again. So yeah, it was one of those jokes that just kept getting funnier and funnier. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass. It was funny because one person would be doing it for the longest time, and then other people would start joining in on it. So it would just like keep going on and on and on. You could never like stop the wave of people canceling the time downs. Anyway, I think our group of friends has matured a little bit, so. So I can actually play games now. I've never been able to get into a Halo 2 game.
Yeah, you just sit there and fuck around until you're like, well, I guess I ran out of time for my gaming allotment. It has been such a long time since I played Halo in a LAN setting.
Well, it was a really good game for that, but I think the LAN party in general is just kind of gone away at this point. I like that this game has a LAN option now to think about it. We did sort of a pseudo LAN not too long ago where we played Guild Wars 2 when that first came out. And that was actually, I felt like that was really fun. It was only 4 of us, but it was just kind of nice to all be in the same room. And I think the weird part about Guild Wars is we weren't even like doing the same thing for the most part. It's like we're all playing the same game, but we're all in these different places and stuff, so.
No, I haven't had. It's unfortunate because my stepbrother works for ArenaNet, and we got the digital deluxe package, and we still
nice, yeah.
hardly played it.
Did he hook you up on that game, or is that is that something that he has, the digital deluxe?
Oh no, like we got a deal. So I paid like $10 for it. So
Right. That's good.
I don't understand. Did we finish this?
I'm still loading as well, so we have a nice big black screen.
Well, I don't
Here
know
we
if we
go.
finished the quest in here, because I went back in. Maybe that's
Oh,
probably part of the
really?
problem.
Maybe that's why it took so long. Yeah, we're outside, aren't we?
I went back in. Because I feel like we haven't
Shoot.
completed the quest. I don't know. Oh, okay, here's the section I haven't explored. Okay.
Oh, okay, let me come back in then.
I think.
Hopefully
Yeah.
this doesn't take as long
I'm like,
to load.
are we done? I was an idiot and didn't look at my active quest bar.
It sounds like the
Sometimes it's hard
internet
to-
connection's also kind of tinny right now because I'm getting really bad audio from you, but that's okay. It should resolve itself in a moment.
Okay.
Oh, and something's happening on the highway right now. Alright, so lost track. Where am I going? Okay, just going this way.
Follow the blue dot. Anything new I want to use? Indeed.
Here we go.
And then eventually we'll find dudes that will start enchanting things for us.
Yeah, that would be great.
Where did you go? Come back.
Oh, I'm just looking around right now.
I believe
Do
I
you know where
understand.
we're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just go to the spot you looked at it.
Yeah. The one area.
Die. Ooh, I like your mallet.
Yep, that's what I've been rocking for a while now.
I just made ice fisticuffs or whatever. That's not the right word.
Well, you have like a demon that comes out of you whenever you punch something.
Yeah. I summoned the wolf in me.
I just got an achievement called the Gipster.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some, you know, one thing I've been very impressed with a lot of games lately is their humor and their what they call their achievements.
Well, there was
Like, have you Borderlands the Breaking Ball achievement?
yeah.
I love
Borderlands. I don't think there's any one achievement that doesn't have some sort of pop culture reference to it.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
there's
love all the
a
style-
line in that game that doesn't have a pop culture reference of some kind.
No.
No, I remember when achievements first came out. That was probably like 6 or 7 years ago now, and everybody was pretty timid about what to name their achievements. Nobody really knew what to do with it.
Yeah.
And they were all just really simple stuff like beat Act 1 or something, or beat level 1. Is this
Yeah.
where we're going right here? More drugs?
Yeah, we're gonna go kill
Okay.
something.
And I feel like people have definitely stepped up their game in the last few years. I like achievements too that are actually like a little more involved, and you actually have to do something. I do like those achievements where it's like you've just beaten you beat the game and everything, and it's kind of nice just to know that like you're done.
Yeah.
But I really like the ones where it's like for this game it would be like kill 30 monsters without taking damage or something like that. It's just kind of challenging. They're fun to do.
So did
Teleported.
Gearbox have a panel at PAX this year?
I don't think so, because I looked around for it and I didn't see any mention of it, but the amount of stuff I missed could probably fill a book, so I don't, there's definitely...
No, there's just too much to do.
There really is too much to do at PAX, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
You just take care of that guy, I'll take care of all the little guys.
Okay.
I just realized I was wasting a lot of time over there, so...
Just gonna punch him and punch him and punch him.
Just gonna guzzle down these health potions.
Yeah, and drink a lot of potions while I do it. Ow. Loves his stuffy. Love all the... They have a lot of pretty funny, like, secondary names to bosses.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. So if I hover over it, I can see a little extra thing. Oh,
No, just like under his.
Yeah, just,
yeah, I guess if you
a
have
little
different...
subtitle.
Bye.
Let's get these guys out of the way. This guy has a lot of health.
Ah. Man, I'm out of mana. Mana.
Ow.
You know, I always found it funny that they called it mana because that's what coins called their, like, mystical powers.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah, their eternal strength or whatever. Alright, I have more dogs.
Unidentified boots.
Right, making good.
Cool. This looks like it was a decent drop. I got a 1 blue. And that was about it. Maybe not. A lot of stuff I can't use, apparently.
Yeah, it's I kind of just hang on to
blue
things
boots.
that
Here we go.
catch my eye.
4 physical armor. I hope that goes up sooner or later here.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, we'll put those on the boots. Oh, no, it doesn't have a slot.
I like so you'll collect eyes as you go along, and the eyes have a tendency to be really good stockable items. I typically save them if I use them.
Alright, well I think that's probably a good jumping off point then, getting that boss. Is there anything else that we need to get right here? Oh, there's a lot of loot right here, or a lot of gold at least.
Yeah, there's always a boss chest, as they call it. Oh, it's too bad we haven't run into a phase beast, because just like in the first game, they have the phase beast with the phase portals.
Oh yeah.
And what's interesting about them is that they've created sort of a
more blues.
like it's not just like, oh, go to the phase portal and slaughter things and get extra stuff. There's usually some kind of puzzle or achievement element to it. So you have to like the first one we got, it was like you had to protect crystals from the orcs that were trying to mine them. So you had to like physically go from crystal to crystal and keep them from destroying them. And then depending on how many crystals you kept from being destroyed, you get X amount of chests. And so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think it's just it's just an interesting element they've brought to it.
Yeah, I did always like those things. Just the there were always just little bonus areas to go in and get a little extra experience in the same level. Basically, just an expansion of whatever level you were playing on. But I usually like that it changed up the scenery too. But I do like that they kind of ran with that and went another direction, or you know, at least improved on that. Okay, well, I am probably going to take off on that note then. But thanks for watching, everybody. I saw a couple of people pop into the live stream, if only briefly. But, you know, I'll put this up on YouTube. And as usual, we have our website, fullnovazero.com, and our YouTube channel at, I think it's YouTube/fullnovazero. But yeah, thanks Misa for jumping on with me, and yeah, hopefully we can get some more. I called this one team play, which I think it's decent tough, right?
There should definitely be more team play in the future.
we could do another team play video sometime in the future. But cool. Thanks everybody. Thanks very much for watching, and you all have a good one.